In this video, we are going to see how we can create our first automation using REST Assured, and I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to create a booking using this API. So previously using Postman, we did this thing. This is the create booking API. We created the post method, and this thing is the URL, or the first part is the URI, and this is the path parameter, and this is a message body. And here also we added this content type, this one. So using the REST Assured API, we'll do this same thing, and we'll check whether this booking request is working properly or not. That means whether we are able to create any booking or not. So let's see how we can do this thing. So at first we need to open the Eclipse, and here we have to come to the Java section. So at first I'm going to create a simple Java class file. So I'm going to click File, New. From here we can choose, or we can choose right click under this package, New, and then we can choose Class, so that the class window will be appeared. Here we need to add all the details. Like for example, we want to test the API call, right? We can mention like this API call. For example, this is the or API testing, and then I'm going to use this checkbox public static void main, and then I'm going to press this finish button. So here is the empty class file. Here is only one method. Now inside it, I'm going to remove this part, and I'm going to start writing a first automation code. So at first we need to use REST Assured, right? So for REST Assured, we need to use REST Assured. So this is the REST Assured. I'm going to choose this, and automatically it will import this thing. And then I'm going to define the base URI. Here is the base URI, and I'm going to copy the base URI from here, or from here also fine. So this part is the base URI. So I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to put it inside this method. Not inside this method, we need to initialize it like this way. Okay, but this is a string, so we have to use a string like this way. We can also ignore this ending slash like this. So this way we added the we actually use defined the base URI. Now we need to implement the automation script. So if we go to this slide, we see for REST Assured there are three blocks are there: given, when, then. Given is used for precondition, and here we need to set the URL, headers, and body. And when is the action block, is get method, post method, something like that, and then we'll verify. So now let's work with given block first. So I'm going to jump the IDE, and then I'm going to type given. And once we start typing given, it will not suggest anything, because we need to import one package, static package basically we need to add. But before that, I'm going to type this thing given, because we saw that for REST Assured, given is the first one block. So if we move our cursor over there, Eclipse will not suggest anything, and it will give you this type of warning or message. The method given is undefined for the type API testing. So what we need to do, we need to add a static package. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this entire line, and then I'm going to paste next to that line, and here, just here, I'm going to type static, and then I'm going to put a space, and finally at the end I'm going to use a dot story. That's it. Now we can save it, and we can check the error gone. So if we move our cursor over there, see there is nothing, no error. Now we need to complete a given block. So we saw in this slide, given, here we need to define URL, headers, body, this type of thing, right? So now we need to jump here, and then after that we need to add the header. To add the header, we have the method header. So if we start typing header, then here somewhere it will be there. So this is the header, right? Or we can type it manually, it's easier. Header, then we need to define the header, right? So here we need to define the key value pair. So what is the key value pair? Here is the key value pair. So I'm going to copy this entire line. I'll modify that very shortly. So once we are there, at first we need to define the content type. So here is this content type. I'm going to remove this part. Applications JSON, it should be removed. So header this, then we need to use a comma, and then we need to define the value of that, like this. So header part we defined. So in this API there is no other information is required, like no other header is there. Now the payload I'm going to copy this thing from the Postman body. Basically, if you click the body, we'll see this is the body we created before. So I'm going to use the entire thing. We can copy, Control C, and then I'm going to jump the editor, and now I'm going to add the body part, dot body, and inside it we have to add that value. So that is a string value. So I'm going to paste it inside over there, inside this double quotation mark head, like that. And now we also need to add other blocks. So first part is done, right? Given block is done for our API. Now the second block is when. Here is the action block, and here we need to assign which type of request we want to raise. We want to create a new booking, right? So we have to use post request. So I'm going to jump to the editor, and from here I'm going to type dot when, and then dot, then we have to mention which type of request. It is the post request. So I'm going to use this post request, and inside this post we need to define the resource, right? So that is the path URI, right? So from the Postman we can find it booking, or we can find from this API page also. This is the booking, right? Same. So I'm going to jump the ID again, and then I'm going to put it over there. So this is the when block, right? So I'm going to put a new line so that it is easy to read. So given block, when block we did. Now after when, what we need to do? We need to find the then block to verify, right? Data or status code to check, right? This is the verification block. So I'm going to open the editor again, and then I'm going to add a new line dot. Here we have to use the then block, and here we just need to verify something. So I'm going to use the assert method, assert that. So this is the assert that, and then after that I'm going to find the status code, status code. So here is the status code. Okay, so like I'm going to type 200, and then I'm going to closing the Java syntax. So I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to run it. We can run this program different ways. We can right click, and then we can choose from here run as Java application this way, or we can click here this arrow, or we can run from here also. From here run as Java application. Also fine. So I'm going to use Java application. Let's check whether it is working properly or not. So I'm going to press OK button, and very shortly we'll see whether it is working properly or not. And there is no error. Basically that means it is working fine. Now there is no log. So let's see how we can check inside this log. So at first I'm going to put a log over here after given log dot all. I mistyped the spelling. It should be log then all. I had also I mistyped log all. Okay, so here if we type log all, what will happen? It will give all the details of this like given block inside this console. So I'm going to save it just to show you what it is giving the output. So I'm going to run it again, and very shortly it will be it will raise the request, and here in the inside the console we'll get this data. So what it is doing basically, it is a request method post, and this is the URI. Here it is mentioning everything. Then also the header also, it is also initializing this thing, and cookie, this is none, and this is the body word, right? We are going to send this thing. Okay, now let's check the response. So I'm going to like going back to the code editor again, and here after then I'm also going to use another log. log, then dot all. So now try to run this application, I mean this program again, Java program, run it, and now we'll find some details also. Now maximize this thing, and here we see, so this is the output. So this is the basically request body, basically given block, and after the response we are getting this information basically inside the console. So here the http code is 200, which is okay, and content type this thing, and also here is the response. Basically it is giving us this response, and here you see that it created this id also. That means this request is successful. The booking id, it is giving us the booking id on response. Basically when you raise the request, it did successfully, and after that it is giving us the response with this booking id. I'm going to minimize this thing, or I'm going to back to the main code. Now let's try to change this status code to check whether this program is working properly or not. So I'm going to change it like to 200. Instead of 200, I'm going to type like 205 for example. And if I try to run this thing now, we'll get the error probably. Let's check. So if we try to run it, we are getting some error probably, I told you. So here it is showing that the request body is fine, but here it is giving this type of message. Now let's check the code, console code. So here when we raise the request, we are expecting it will be 205. Okay, so I'm going to maximize this thing. So here we see this is the log. Here it is showing status code is, it should be 200, right? But we are expecting 205. That's why it is showing this message. Expected status code 205 but was 200. So we got 200. Okay, so basically here we need to fix it, and now it will be running nicely. If we try to run it, it will run properly, there will be no error. And that's it. In this way we can easily create our first rest assured API automation, which will create a new booking